So, what do we have today here? Well, by everyone's standards, this is a very old laptop. It's, I believe, from 2012 or 13, some stuff like that. If it's not 2010 as well, this is a HP ProBook 6460B. At its time, it was a great laptop. As you see, it still doesn't have a camera. It's just a cover. It's not a camera. It's one of those bulky big laptops, right? But what if I told you that this laptop can actually be turned into a really nice one, running possibly Windows 10, and with not a lot of effort or a lot of spending? Well, spending. You might be buying a 160 gig SSD. That's a PNY. I believe it's still around $20. Two sticks of RAM, two 8 gigs, which makes you 16 gigs of RAM, which is beautiful. After you have all these right here, all you need is a USB that has a Windows 10 on it. You can find on YouTube how to make a Windows 10 USB. I can teach you as well. I don't mind that. Just let me know in comments if you want me to do that too. And you're done. You're ready to go. But first, let me show you what's this laptop all about. What do we have? What do we have inside? Well, let's turn it on. The only way to know what's up, right? We click that button if it ever wants to turn on, which is up to their discretion sometimes with the older laptops. Unfortunately, even though I like this laptop, it's a really nice laptop. We go to no notebook hard drive. Wait for it to resume Windows. Looks like it was turned off back a few years ago when I last used it against its will. Welcome. We're at Windows 7. Now you gotta bear with me and I will let you know what I'm reading on it. What is the data? What properties do we have? Well, we go to info, and according to the info, we have a Windows 7, obviously. We have 4 gigabytes of RAM installed on it. 4 gigabytes. Wow, what's last time you seen 4 gigabytes of RAM? We just want to see what are we dealing with a hard drive. And you know what? We got a 60 gigabyte hard drive, regular, plain old hard drive. Well, now, first thing, if you don't want to damage anything, just to be careful, you shut it down, as I'm doing right here. It looks old, but this computer, you'll see in a few minutes, that will actually turn into a beautiful working beast. I promise. Close the lid, take the charger off, flip it around, take the battery out first. Always, rule number one, take out the battery. Very important to take the battery out. After the battery is out, next line of action is to take the lid out. In this particular laptop, 6460B HP, you just move the other side. Instead of the battery one, you move the other side on the side, and as you saw, the lid just slid off a little bit. We take it out. In my opinion, this is the last beautiful, workable, and money worth it laptop that you could upgrade absolutely anything on this laptop without almost without needing a screwdriver, except maybe to remove the disk drive, the DVD and CD drive, and to remove the CPU on this side, which is really easy. Four screws, and you have two screws on the fan. Always, if you're removing this part, remove the fan first, then you remove the CPU second, then find a flathead screwdriver. You have a small latch right here that you turn around on the other side, and then you remove the CPU. This one was shipped with an Intel i5, if I'm not sure, Series 4, but that's beyond the point. Here we have the wireless modem on this side, very easy to access. Here we have the RAM. Here we have the hard drive. Well, let me show you what hard drive are we dealing with. Well, look at what we have here. What's the last time you've seen one of these? God, look at that. Not sure if the camera can do justice here. Camera, camera. Yeah, it's a 60 gigabyte Hitachi hard drive. They usually shipped standard with HPs back in 2010 to 2015, if I'm not wrong. Put that on the side. Now we're dealing with the RAM. Let's take the RAM out. Look how easy it is. There's two latches on the side. You take them one by one, pull the RAM out, and let me show you how big this RAM is. If I can focus the camera, okay, and you see it yourself. It says 4 gigabytes, full 4 gigabytes. A lot of RAM. A lot of RAM. Well, we put all that on the side. What is the next line of action? Well, obviously, we have our two handy RAMs, 8 gigs and 8 gigs. Bottom used for run, $18, if I'm not wrong, but your mileage may vary. Depends where you find them. Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, I don't know. You put the first lower RAM, put it on its slot, put the upper RAM, all in, down the slot. Now we get drive, the PNY 120 gig solid state drive. What do we do? You can use it without the enclosure if you want to. You don't really need the enclosure. I like to put the enclosure. I don't know. It just makes me feel better about myself, I think. But that's up to you. We put the enclosure backwards first, then we lower it, then we see where it's supposed to fit here. Pull forward. Drive is inside. I'm not gonna put the screws since I'm doing this for demonstration purposes only. And what do we do next? Put the lid back up so nothing falls. The lid goes easy as you see. We take the battery, put the battery back in as such, and we are talking about with the initial purchasing price, let's say $40, $20 SSD drive, and let's put it $20 RAM, we have $80 right here. Now, I'm not going to bore you with a part of installing Windows 10 on this laptop. We will skip that part, or I might show you screenshots while I was installing it so you believe me that I installed it. And we'll get to the next step without watching anything.
A few inches later.
We turn on after installing, which actually didn't take that long. It took, what, maybe 15 minutes or less to install Windows 10 on this laptop, but with SSD. And we go here to notebook hard drive. And as you see, this is Windows 10 opening up on this laptop. At this point, I will port you inside this baby right here. And I will be using OBS just to let you know that it actually works if you're a small streamer or you want to download YouTube videos or you want to upload to YouTube. You can use Filmora 9, which I can show you later on. If you guys want to, let me know in the comments how to download and use Filmora 9. Filmora 9 actually is great to work with this laptop with what it has inside right now: 16 gigs of RAM, i5, and 160 gigs SSD, which is great. It's not the best gaming computer you'll ever see, but as far as working ability, this laptop does not really lack anything. And I'll show you right now, right inside its own screen. And we are inside the laptop right now. And what we're looking for is a clean install of Windows 10, which I installed just a few things so far just to test around, and it seems to be working great. Let me go to info, just so not Internet Explorer. Uh, let's go to info and let's check the properties. As we see inside the properties, we have a computer. Well, what are we talking about here is 16 gigs of installed RAM. And it works. It works. It reads it all. And we have, as you see right here, 15.9 total, which of course, that's how it reads. Let's go to the computer to show you the SSD right now. And this PC, and we have our SSD right here. And as you see, is 110 shows, but it's 120. But of course, all these devices read things like that. You all have phones and computers, and they never read the full part of it. But now, since we are at this point with this laptop, the installation is done. The laptop, as you see, is in great working condition. Let me just shut it off real quick. So, after shutting it off, I will show you really quick how you can make this laptop faster if you don't have access or cannot afford to buy a new RAM or new SSD drive. There's a very easy method, which I will show you on the next video. It will be a lot of fun. In that video, this guy here and this guy right here will come back in this laptop, which right now Windows 7 lives in. It'll be a different operating system that will be way better and faster with only 4 gigs of RAM and 60 gigs of regular hard drive. Stay tuned and please come back. Thank you for watching.